Welcome back to Charleston Real Estate News. It's time for this week's Ask the Expert. This viewer from Somerville writes, I want to sell my home without using a realtor. I heard you can make more money that way since you don't have to pay a commission. So tell me why I should use a realtor. That's a great question. So we took that question to Larry Mazzolatis. Larry is a realtor with Prudential Carolina Real Estate. Here's what he had to say.
Angie, I think pricing the home appropriately is very important. And to do that, a full market analysis needs to be prepared. A buyer needs to be able to understand what the homes in the immediate area and neighborhood have sold for recently, what they've sold for on a price per square footage basis. Other homes actively listed for sale, this is their competition. Perhaps viewing these homes is a wise thing to do, and also being aware of what homes might be under contract or that are recently been placed on the market. To do these things is difficult for a homeowner without the assistance of a realtor. A realtor, I can pull this information very easily and quickly and provide these comparable sales. One option would be going to the tax assessor's office and finding this information out, but most folks do not know how to do that or don't understand how time-consuming that can be. And oftentimes this information is not readily available to a seller. A realtor or an appraiser can provide this information much more easily. Pricing the home appropriately is very important, because if you underprice your home and it sells quickly, you might feel good about it for a minute, but then you'll always wonder if you left money on the table. On the flip side, if the home is listed for 6 months, that's not something you want either. You don't want to overprice the home.
You know, Larry, we hear this question a lot. Many people who are trying to sell their homes think, if I don't use a realtor, I'll leave the closing table with more money because I didn't have to pay that realtor the commission.
I feel that getting appropriate exposure for the house is very important. And to do that, homes need to be listed in the MLS or multiple listing service. That will guarantee a buyer's realtor that they'll be compensated for bringing a buyer to the home. You need to compensate or be able to offer to compensate a buyer's realtor 3% to begin with. Now, if you're not willing to do that, you will really have a hard time finding a buyer, because realtors will not have any incentive to show your home. When you use a realtor, the home will be listed in the MLS, and it will have an internet presence as well. And most buyers these days go to the internet first before they start searching for a home. If your home is not listed in the MLS and with a realtor, you simply may not have the opportunity to expose your house in these ways to the potential buyers that could be out there. Also, a for sale by owner seller has a real problem in showing his house, because he has to be available 100% of the time to show the house. And even if they can be available all the time, they have a catch-22, because when a buyer comes to the house, they don't want the owner there. So they need to be available to show the home, and then they need to be able to get out quickly. A for sale by owner seller giving a tour of their own home is a terrible idea. Buyers simply are not interested in that. What a buyer wants is to be able to talk about the home, the negative and positive aspects of it. They don't want a tour of the home by a seller. The best thing for a seller to do is to leave the home once the prospective buyers arrive. And this can be a difficult thing to do as well. It's a leap of faith if you're leaving buyers alone in your home without any realtor representative. Another thing that for sale by owner sellers are often not aware of is that property disclosure is required by South Carolina state law. If they don't fill out the appropriate South Carolina state property disclosures, they have liability there. And an agent would, of course, advise of this and provide the forms.
Can I be 100% certain that you're looking out for my best interest at the same time?
Realtors are required by agency law to hold information in confidence and to protect the interest of their clients.
And remember, real estate advice is just one click away. If you have a question about buying, selling, or investing in real estate, just log on to our interactive website, charlestonrealestatenews.com, and click the Ask the Expert button. There, you can view other viewer comments and questions, and of course, submit your own. Our real estate experts are standing by to help you in any way they can. They post the answers on the website, and each week we'll feature one of your Ask the Expert questions here on Charleston Real Estate News.